Alright guys, welcome back. Central Florida Prepper here. Today's topic I want to discuss, shit hits the fan. Okay, good old SHTF. Now I try not to get into fear porn. A lot of people get upset about that. And technically this is not fear porn. This is being aware and making plans for a situation. As a prepper, we do our best to look at all situations and prepare for it. So if you are offended by this video, well, I feel sorry for you, because all I'm doing is bringing information to you and showing you the facts on how people react and things that we will be facing during SHTF. If you want to be the individual that keeps their head buried in the sand, go right ahead. Keep your comments to yourself and keep on walking. Alright? Now, with that being said, sorry guys, I'm a little irritated. This is like the 8th time I've tried to film this video. Not technical issues, it's just people walking by. The temperatures has dropped here in Central Florida. Today is actually very nice, so everybody is out and about. And I think most of these individuals have not taken their medication today. But anyway, food is going to be an issue. Now, a lot of people, I've gotten emails from people. They always say, and there's nothing wrong with these emails. They try to talk to me about, I think you're wrong about how people are going to react during SHTF. Look at 911. Okay, everybody pulled together. All right, so yes, people did pull together. The whole country pulled together. We were directed to a common enemy that was supposedly done the deed. For those who know me, you already know I do not believe in the official story one bit. I've talked about it in the past why, so we're not going to get into that. But, everybody pulled together. Okay, yeah, they did. But that's why we all pulled together. We had a common thing. We thought we were being under attacked, and we're all pulling together. Now, with a food shortage, different story. No common enemy, no food. Okay? People would do some crazy stuff for food. Alright? They act different. I think it gets back into our animalistic nature. Alright, our primal brain. Because we know you have to have food to survive. My thoughts on this. I am not a doctorate of anything. So, this is just my thoughts. Things I have seen. Things I have experienced. Now, I want to go to pull up some video for y'all and some pictures and things like that while I'm talking here. Just recently, there was a man stabbed outside of Popeyes, and the headlines were all talking about the Popeyes chicken. He wasn't stabbed for the Popeyes chicken. Alright. The man was stabbed. The man that got stabbed was cutting line to get his Popeyes chicken. Alright, well apparently he cut the wrong individual off. After going outside, the one that was cut off confronted the individual, and something happened, and then the individual was stabbed to death. I am not condoning murder. Alright, odds are, and I don't know because they haven't really discussed what all happened in this attack. Odds are, when the man was confronted about cutting line, he got mouthy. They probably got up in each other's face, things like that. Blade came out, man on the ground. Man down. I'm not making a joke about this stuff. Taking someone's life is not a laughing matter. But the reason I bring this up is because I want to point out the mentality of individuals. People in today's society believe that they are entitled to things and that rules do not apply to them for some reason. We have all been indoctrinated with standing in line since we were little kids. Look at schools, DMVs, the bank. Anywhere you go, there is a line. You stand there for forever. And then finally, you wait your turn, is what you're doing. And we've all seen people that just for some reason, it doesn't apply to them, They're going to shove their way through. If someone says something, they mean mug them. They talk a bunch of smack. And most people back down. Oh man, I can't believe they said that to me. They don't have the backbone to stand for what they believe is right. Now, I'm not telling everybody to start getting in fights because someone cuts in line. Usually when someone cuts in line in front of me, I look at the situation. Okay, it's an elderly lady, it's a woman with kids, or it's things, whatever. And most of the time I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'm in no big hurry. But when you got those slick mouth ones, that's the ones I call out. Now, do I think that everything should go to fistfights? No. Now, most things just need to be addressed. But with this new mentality that rules do not apply with them. And I am not speaking of a specific race. I am not speaking of a specific sex. I am talking about the mentality. And we've all seen it. They think no one should ever address their actions. They are above everything. They are entitled. Now, as far as I'm concerned, a little argument, I have arguments with people all the time. No big deal. Alright? I'll have debates, discussions, whatever. I've had spitting mad arguments before. But I've never put my hand on anybody over an argument. But once you put your hands on me, no. There's no more argument then. Something's going to happen. And sometimes I've got to have my ass kicked. Alright? But not very often. Anyway, not tooting my own horn or anything like that. I've never claimed to be 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Well, actually, I did claim that one time. I was drunk off my rear end, and guess what happened? I got trashed. But anyway, that's why I don't drink 101 turkey anymore. That stuff will make you gobble. So, keeping that in mind, how these mentalities of people are. The video that was shown last night on Marfugal TV shows this vehicle. Looks like they're trying to squeeze into drive-thru because they don't want to go back at the end of drive-thru and wait their turn to order their food. They're just going to try to squeeze in. Well, they hit this yellow guard post and it's just tearing up their car. But they just keep on, keep on trying. How much is that sandwich? $5? I don't know. I don't eat it. I am a McRib kind of guy. That stuff's not good for you either. But man, they're good. Anyway, the mentality. They are going to get in front of everybody. Drive down the road. You can be driving the speed limit. You can be driving a couple miles over the speed limit. And I guarantee you somebody is going to whip around in front of you, get right in front of you to make a turn, like right then. Because they don't have patience to wait. They want to be in front of everybody. They are impatient as can be. Well, you need to go with the flow of traffic. No. The flow of traffic is designed for if conditions are bad, everybody slows down. It does not give you the right to go 20 miles over the speed limit because, whoa, that's the flow of traffic. No, the speed limit is posted, people. Take it from a guy that's never gotten a speeding ticket nor traffic violation. I'm almost 41 years old. I've been driving since I was 15. Alright? You are the one wrong. You are the one wrong cutting 4 lanes of traffic when you pull out and then cut back across because that's your turn over that way. Lock it up in the middle of the road because that's your turn. No. You go down, you turn around, and then catch your turn. You don't impede everybody else and lock it down in the middle of the road because you failed to plan. That's the issue. Failed to plan. Entitled and failed to plan. Everything is an emergency on their part, and you need to make sure that you change your plans for them. Not going to happen. Alright, but we see it all the time. Now, back to food. SHTF. When you see these reactions from people, when you see these riots and stuff, you have to wonder what exactly is going to happen when there is no law of the land in place. when there is nobody to call to come in and stop stuff. It's going to be a free-for-all, all right? Part of prepping, we prep for multiple reasons. One of our reasons we prep a lot of food, it creates a buffer zone between us and danger, all right? Without prepping food, when things happen, everybody's going to run to the store. They are going to do their best to get as much as they can when they can. And then violence always breaks out. Everybody is entitled to something because they did not plan an emergency. It is an emergency. They're important, nobody else. So that's one of the reasons why we prep, to keep us out of that situation. Now, we prep for long term as much as we can. Everything's on budget, guys. I know. I mean, we're not rich. So what we can do now keeps us safe in the long run. Now, I've gotten people, well, you can't just hunker down where you're at because people's going to find you. They're going to come after you. This is true. And this is one of the reasons why, right here where we're at, we have a prepper community. I'm not going to discuss the size of our community. I'm not going to discuss our capabilities. I'm just going to say it's going to take a very large force to roll in on us. No, I'm no tactical badass or anything else like that. I'm just an old country boy. And I'm not going to discuss who and stuff like that we have in our group. But we have plans. And then we have backup plans on top of that. If there's a situation we can't handle and we see it coming, that's why we branch out and have comms in other situations so we can see things coming our way. We'll bug you out if we have to. We have backup plans, alright? So, seeing how people react over the slightest thing. Alright, some of these riots in the past, they were geared political, you know. They were anti-police and stuff like that. Well, they did this. It's racial. They shot this individual. He was unarmed. So the city's going to riot. Okay, instead of going down to the police station to do their riot and protest, they're looting the Big Lots and Kmart and the Walmart, running with flat screen TVs. Well, what did you accomplish there? Oh, ripping people off. Most of these riots and stuff has nothing to do with we're trying to make a stand. If you look at the facts, people, it has nothing to do with anything. They're taking the opportunity to go steal, to go loot, to inflict harm. And to think that's not going to happen when the food stops production, when fuel is no longer available because power is out, it's common sense. This stuff's going to happen. Alright? This shit will hit the fan. And I don't want to be, or my family wants to be in that situation, in that area when that stuff's going down. That's why we prep. We prepare. One of the reasons why we're going out in the middle of nowhere of Wyoming. Because it takes a lot to get to where we are. And if you are able to get there, you're not going to be welcome. Alright? I get to see you coming from many miles away. So, anyway, guys, I hope everybody starts prepping. I hope this kind of wakes up people on this. A lot of people, I still get the comments where, well, I don't believe it's going to be like that. You know, everybody's, human nature is actually very goodwill towards people. No, human nature is not goodwill towards people. That's morals. Alright, in today's society, most morals are out the window. Not many people have morals. Not many people have respect for others. I've actually had people comment, well, it'd be just like the Great Depression. Families pulled together, they had open soup kitchens, things like that. This was back in time when people valued other human life. This is back when people had respect for other people, their property, their livelihoods. Do we have that today in society? No. No, we don't. It will be a huge threat to life and property if the power was to go out and not come back on. Alright? It would be a huge threat. Even if the power just was out for, a couple months. Same thing. People will lose their They'll lose it. All right, and then they will become predatorial, and then they'll start tracking down people. You know, I get all the time, well, they'll track down preppers. You got a YouTube channel. They know who you are. Hey, man, they know who I am for years. Government knows everybody. They got all your stuff. You ever bought something online using your debit card and my credit card? Go to Walmart, go buy something to pay with a debit card or credit card, and then later on you get the Walmart app for your phone, and then all of a sudden it's giving you all these suggestions of past buys that is associated with that card. Oh yeah, they know who you are. Alright? Now, I don't recommend running around, going around telling everybody in town, hey man, I'm a prepper, I got food, I got this, I got that, because they're going to be coming to your door, yes. But we made security issues set up for when things happen. Alright? Now, am I saying that we're going to be able to hold out here forever? No, of course not. There's always a bigger, badder dog on the block. But it gives us time to implement other plans. Alright, so anyway guys, I hope that you all are preparing food. When food is no longer available, people are going to go crazy, and they're going to get very violent, and they will try to take your stuff. Hunger is a huge motivator. If you are able to space yourself out, give yourself that buffer zone, you'll see less activity as far as the masses, because frankly, without food you don't have much energy. Alright, now there is desperation that does get factored into there. Some people will do desperate things when they're last line. But anyway, sound like I got rain coming again, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. I do appreciate you stopping in and listening to me rant. I do apologize for my rants, but it's something I want to get off my chest there. So anyway guys, I will speak to y'all later.